I'm here today to be a part of a team as we build the Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara, the tallest Kinara in the world. I'm Marvis Coefield, the CEO of Alkebu-lan Village.
So my name is Greg McKenzie, also known as G Mac, Baba Greg, or depending on who you talk to. And I'm here today at the site of the building of the Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara.
My name is Brian Cook, CEO of Develop Architecture.
My name is Juan Sneed. I'm the owner and founder of JMS Engineering Services. We are a structural consulting firm. We do project-based structural engineering.
Hi, I'm Kojo Lee, the CEO and founder of Family First Solar, a local cooperative solar installation company.
What's up? It's your boy John Cannon, John Cloud, Temu Nefu Set. These hands doing work again in the city.
Well, in the neighborhood that Alkebu-lan is located in District 3, we have a City Councilmember Scott Benson, who has been a supporter of that neighborhood and other organizations similar to ours, came to me and said, Brother Coefield, I have an idea. You think we can build the tallest Kwanzaa Kinara downtown? I said, certainly. We build the pyramids. Why not? He says, hey, let's get it done. I'd like to see you and the team work together building something for all of us to make sure for the rest of our lives and other people's lives that we are somebody and we should be celebrated. So celebrating Kwanzaa is an African celebration. So once again, I want to give a special thank you to Scott Benson.
To tell you what a Kinara is, I would have to sort of give you some background about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a celebration of harvest, first fruits, Matunda ya Kwanzaa, or the first fruits of the harvest. This celebration happens because most African nations have an agrarian economy. And so the harvest will give you, or the first fruits of the harvest will give you an indication of what kind of year you're gonna have. If that first fruits harvest is bountiful, then it'll probably be a good year. If the first fruits harvest is barren, then that lets you know you gotta prepare for a year of hard work. So either way, it is a time to celebrate and get ready for what's coming. So inside of that celebration, there are 7 symbols. One of those 7 symbols is the candle holder itself, which is the central icon of the Kwanzaa holiday celebration. And that candle holder is called the Kinara.
So I got involved with the Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara by Greg calling me up. He called me up and said, hey, I have this idea for this Kinara and I need some help putting the image together. And I was like, say less. And I was like, I think I took a few days to turn around something for him to show someone else and move it forward. I didn't know how real it was or not, but for me as an architect, it's always fun when somebody brings a challenge, something I've never designed before, something different. I want to step up to that challenge. So I was more than excited to help him out, and then it actually become a thing, and we're building it now. I mean, I'm just incredibly excited.
So the first call that I made after having conversations about how we could build this Kwanzaa Kinara and what it would take was to an architect friend of ours who's been a friend of our Alkebu-lan Village and has done tremendous work in helping us through our CDC to develop some housing that will be coming in the near future, Brian Cook of Develop Architecture. And I asked Brian if he thought that we could do something, and we started looking at some pictures of Kwanzaa Kinaras, and he hit the ground running within a couple days and had a rendering for me to take back to a meeting that I had with a larger group to continue to sell this ideal. At that point, it was very much in concept. After working with Brian for a while, we started to discover the need for a few things. 1, a place to build it. 2, a structural engineer. And so we worked with multiple people and finally settled on Juan Sneed from JMS Engineering Services. He was referred to us by another engineer who felt that Juan would be better for the project than he would. And so Juan has come on and helped us to design the details and do the engineering part of it. And he's been a lifesaver on multiple levels. And then in building things, we always want to lean into the principles of Ma'at: balance, harmony, justice. Coming from an African-centered institution like Alkebu-lan Village, those principles are not just what we're teaching the youth. They're the principles that we live by. And so in building this thing, we want to build it in harmony with nature so that we didn't have an electrical burden. We said, well, how can we employ solar so that we wouldn't have to use fire and light candles and possibly be putting ourselves in harm's way with this? We can just do something and replicate a flame through solar lights. And so we reached out to Kojo Lee of Family First Solar, who does incredible work in that space, and he came on the team and developed the solution for that. And so last but not least, I want to point out that a place to build it is as important as building it or people to build it with or design or any of that. And so we finally landed a place to build it, and you're looking at it in my background, 3LK Construction, which is here in the city of Detroit, downtown, near the Greyhound bus station on Howard Street. And so with all of those elements in place, and our carpenter who is behind me putting the work in right now, we have completed our team of people to build the Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara.
Our role in the Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara is to provide structural-based engineering to make sure the Kinara doesn't tip over and possibly hurt someone. So we ran the loads and provided the calculations and sized all the members necessary to erect this magnificent structure.
My role in it is to do the specialty cuts, like this Imani here, this K, the Ujima right there. I'm actually doing the Kwanzaa letters that's going to be on the front, and the 3 Ndinkras that's going to be on the back that will grace the historical plaque explaining Kwanzaa and the 7 principles associated.
Some differences from our usual work for this project is we're really focused here on lights is the big aspect of this Motor City Kwanzaa candle, Kinara. And so with us looking at the lights of it, it's really just real simple math and really simple installation. The one thing that was complex about it was we only have a little bit of a light window. And so most of our projects, there's a lot of light available. You know, you want to install where there's light. However, we didn't control that. So this project is a little different. And also we're putting on poles versus our typical projects are on a roof or on some other structure. So it's a little different in just the whole installation and also the fact that it's a installation that's going to attract eyes to it. Really, some people want to put up solar and they want no one to see it, right? They want to put it so that it can't be visible. So it's a lot different, and the purpose of it. It's more artistic, more of a functional part of an artistry versus just, hey, purely functional for electricity in my house or off grid or something. So
I got involved with the Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara with G Mac had gave me a call about a year ago, and he was talking about how it would be nice to have a representation of, you know, the Pan-African culture in the holiday yearly celebrations. So he started discussing about making a Kinara, and you know, we was bouncing ideas back and forth with the architect and them and stuff, and you know, it was that phone call, and that I guess he had the thought, and it was a conversation we had, and then it literally grew into this.
My goal first and foremost was to make sure I got the essence of what Greg and the Alkebu-lan Village was going for. I wanted to make sure that what I designed was their vision, and that they could see Kwanzaa all through it, and make sure that, you know, the design came through. That was my first. And then the next is actually, can we build this thing? So making sure that we had a team, make sure we had engineers so that this thing would be safe for everyone to enjoy and come and visit and come and see.
The Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara is an exercise in unity. It's an exercise in cooperative economics. It is an exercise in creativity. It is an embodiment of the principles of Kwanzaa. It is a coming together of folk to develop a cultural icon that will be the world's tallest and first ever of its kind, and it'll be placed in the urban center for us to all celebrate the holiday, the black holiday of Kwanzaa.
I came to be involved in this project from some of the people that I normally do business with. A very good friend of mine. I've been doing business with him at least 10, 15 years. He introduced me to Greg McKenzie and told me the concept, and I was pretty excited to get involved with it.
What got us involved with the Motor City Kwanzaa Kinara project is our relationship with Alkebu-lan Village, particularly with Greg McKenzie. Him and myself have been supportive of. We had a Mayat class there we were doing with some of the first connections with Alkebu-lan Village. Outside of them, as a kid, my father used to bring me to Alkebu-lan Village, so I've been there and know about it for a long time, but to now have the ability to work with Greg McKenzie on this project is just mind-blowing, really.
We are the lead organization, but it is a team. We were asked, could we build such a Kinara? And we said, certainly, we build the pyramid. So Alkebu-lan Village is the lead team, but at the end of the day, it's the team. It takes, as I keep saying, not a me, but a we.